Hello everyone, I'm Lindsay. Thank you for clicking on this video. I haven't done a video for a while. I haven't been junk journaling like this for the longest time. I've done Christmas journals though, and I will be showing those in upcoming videos. The last couple of years I have still done a Christmas journal for December Daily, and I'm doing one for this year as well. So I will show the two previous journals, and I will also show you what I've done for this year as well in upcoming videos, so keep an eye out for those if you're interested. But I wanted a creative journal again. I want to be able to do sort of junk slash scrappy journaling, and I was watching some videos by Johanna recently and I was just inspired to make this journal. I do journal regularly, but it's this kind of style. It's just a notebook, and it's very much it just serves a purpose. I add photos and things here and there, but it's not the sort of journal I want to, chunk up, so to speak. So I can't add in little trinkets and treasures that I sort of find along the way, whereas this kind of journal I feel like I can do that with. So anyway, I made this. It is a soft cover, and it's just little scraps of fabric that I had in like a little, I found it in a shop, I don't remember where, but it was just a bag of scraps and it had these fabrics in. I just really liked them and I love how they look together. So I wanted to create the journal cover where I could showcase them all. So that's what I did. I'll open it up and you can see the whole thing. So I created it in 3 pieces. I think I've done the binding too tight. You can see it's sort of like pulling, but I think I'll adjust that at some point if I can be bothered. I'm not that bothered about it. The idea is that it kind of gets thrown around and chunked up and whatever. I'm not going to be precious about it. I think that'll just add to the character. And of course, I've only made it for myself. If I'd made it for somebody else, then I would absolutely make sure that this was, perfect. But just for me, I'm not that bothered. So I just laid it out and I just added some fabrics. I mean, you can see there's just 4 fabrics here. 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then a few on the spine. This Cottage Garden was actually the name of this fabric. It's a Liberty fabric. And I just thought that was nice, so I added it there. And then this linen I've had in my stash for the longest time. I was hoarding it because I really wanted to showcase it somewhere. I wasn't sure where to use it, and I actually thought, no, this is the perfect place, and I think it goes really well with the colours and things that I've got going on here. So I had a couple of little sort of patches here from the linen, and then obviously the main pieces on the front. And then inside it's got this nice blue ditzy floral type pattern. The pages are very basic, I think, anyway, which will just really allow me to decorate, stick things in, add things into here as I go. So this is the children's book pages. I'll just give you a really quick flip through. Some of the pages I don't like necessarily. Like, I love this side of that. Don't love that so much. But these are things I would happily just cover up with, like a printable. I've got one here actually ready to do my first spread. So I, quite happily just cover that up with something. So that would solve that problem. I've got some children's book pages here. It's from a Golden Book, Farmyard Animals, I think it was. Again, some of the images I don't love, but that's fine because I don't want to be precious about the pages that I've put in here, and then not want to actually use the journal. Some of the pages flip out. Some of these are smaller pages because the size of the book. But this is fine. So here you can actually kind of Franken page it. I can't remember who coined that term. Someone I used to watch, Nick the Booksmith, and she calls them Franken pages, where you sort of kind of mishmash the page together to make one full page. You can add like a flip out here, envelopes, etc. So I'm not bothered about them being the same size. The ducks, how cute. It's this sort of thing I probably wouldn't cover up. But again, I could add a flip here, so I could still use the page, but I wouldn't just cover that over with a whole image because I just like the image. This is some vintage wrapping paper that I actually got from a house clearance. Again, I just had in my stash and I thought it's a perfect place to use it. Considering it's plain on the back, it's ideal. This is from a children's colouring book. Some nice images. These are from a Summer Holidays book. Yeah, Summer Holidays in Nature book. I'll just flick through really quickly. Go on a smaller page, flip out there. Look at that colour with that. Like, there's certain places in the journal I think, oh, I really like those together. A little bear here. And again here, I would probably use this space. Like maybe put a linen here to journal on, or a photo or something. Excuse me. And they could add a flip out maybe. So I wouldn't cover this guy up, but I would still use that page. This is some children's music paper. And I've added this here. This is some vintage wallpaper that I got from an antiques fair. I just created a pocket with that. And a little bit of tea dye paper, colouring book page again. Some ledger paper that I folded up. I've left it open, so I've got kind of creative freedom when it comes to actually using the page. I could cover this, I could just washi tape it and actually make it, you know, a seals pocket. So I've kind of left it open. I think when you're making a journal for yourself, you know how you're going to use it. It's, you can really tailor it to how you want it. I personally want to be able to kind of, you know, build it as I go along, so I didn't want to add in anything that I was too sore about actually using and covering and, you know, getting creative with. I don't want to limit myself. This page I added specifically in the middle of the signature so I could keep the whole image, because I just really like that. That's from the children's colouring book as well. And I probably won't use that image. We'll just leave it as is. Bit of ledger here. Some blue copy paper. Some patterned papers. More ledger. This is another one that I absolutely love. This. Do not like this. I don't hate it, I don't love it. This is another one that I would cover up. But again, you can cover it with a whole sheet. I can collage on here, so there's not much of the background peeking through. You know, there's lots of different ways to kind of combat a situation like that. So deal with that when I get to it. I love this blue. And some vintage lights. That's from a notebook I found. I think it's an antiques fair again. Actual ledger that's been written on. A huge book upstairs. I've used most of the plain pages now, so I need to start using the pages that have actually been written on. More newspaper. It's from that colouring book again. I'm loving this paper. It's from a paper pack from a shop here, Sosterine Gren, I think that's how you say it. And I've got loads of like scrapbooky paper type packs, and they're really long, so it's great to add to journals if you want the flip outs and things. I love this blue. In fact, I love this blue. On the inside, it's like a cornflower blue. It's lovely, and with that sort of foiling as well, just adds a bit of interest. It's from the colouring book again. This scrap paper I've had in my stash forever, so perfect place to use it. And I've left that as well so it flips out. And then right at the back. Oh, bunny. And that's it. So that is a journal that I will now be using to junk journaling, and I will record videos of me using it. I'm still not going to record every single page, but I will record videos showing how I actually use the journal. If you're interested in those, subscribe and keep an eye out for those coming in the near future. So for now, thanks for watching guys, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.